All right, Khamzat Chimaev, the Wolf, undefeated, 12-0, says that he has been offered 4 different opponents in 4 different countries and nobody will accept the offer. He says nobody wants to fight him because they're all scared, they're all pussies, whatever you want to say.
Nobody wants to fight. It's much. Yeah, they give me different 4 countries, different opponents. Nobody want to fight.
Khamzat Chimaev says he's been offered 4 people and nobody will take the matchup. Now, Khamzat is one of the biggest stars in the organisation. We know this. Ever since he came to the sport, ever since he signed with the UFC, the man has been must-see TV and his fights have been unbelievable. Apart from one with Gilbert Burns, he's dominated everybody. He's made it look easy and he's truly embraced the role of being one of the biggest bad guys, heels, Bond villains, whatever you want to call them, in all of the UFC. 6-0 so far in the UFC. 6 devastatingly dominating performances. You got to think that a title fight will be closing in very, very soon. So let's take a look at the article that was on MMA Junkie today. Khamzat Chimaev says 4 opponents turned him down. Nobody wants to fight. So here's the story. Khamzat is ready, but he can't seem to get a fight. Chimaev most recently was seen in action when he beat Kevin Holland. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we know that. But he says nobody wants to fight. Chimaev said in his most recent vlog, fuck these boys. They gave me 4 different countries, 4 different opponents. Nobody wants to fight. Chimaev is targeting a March return in Las Vegas, although he missed the welterweight mark by 7.5 pounds in his fight against Diaz at 279. Chimaev is open to both a welterweight and a middleweight return. He says, it doesn't matter 170 or 185. I just need some opponent. I tried to do it. The trash talking, going on Twitter. This is not my game. I am next for the title. So who are these guys going to fight? Alex Pereira has a 7-1 record. He lost. I never lost in my life. And he lost against a shit guy. This guy isn't in the UFC. UFC doesn't want it. The guy doesn't want it. What am I going to do? I just want to fight. Give me somebody. If these guys run away from me, give me somebody. I am ready. So Khamzat Chimaev claiming that 4 opponents have turned him down and he's struggling to get a fight. Now, the story that I heard was potentially that Khamzat was going to be fighting Colby Covington, which I thought made a lot of sense because Khamzat Chimaev beaten a lot of great fighters. Last time Kevin Holland, before that Gilbert Burns. You know, they're the 2 biggest wins. 6-0 so far. Big star. Pay-per-view star. You would think getting very, very close to a title fight. So the next fight would have to be huge. That's why, as we know, in March 18th in London, it's heavily, heavily rumoured that it's going to be Kamaru Usman in the trilogy fight with Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards defending the belt in London for his first ever defence. It's going to be incredible. Can't wait for it. But there's a rumour that Kamaru needed hand surgery or had hand surgery or that his hand is injured and that he's not going to be able to fight. Now, Ali Abdelaziz, his manager, came out and said that is fake news, so fingers crossed it is. But regardless, let's just assume that Leon and Kamaru are fighting. I said it all along, I've said it a few times. Khamzat versus Colby as the co-main event makes all the sense in the world because if, God forbid, somebody gets injured in the main event, then somebody can step up from there. Okay, so that makes all the sense because Khamzat would deserve it and Colby Covington is one of the top guys. Speaking of top guys, let's take a look at the rankings. So yeah, as we know, at welterweight, Leon Edwards is the champion. Kamaru Usman at number 1 should be fighting Leon in that rubber match. Colby Covington, number 2. Colby Covington would be the perfect fight, as I say. But according to Khamzat, he turned him down.
This is number 1 bullshit.
I don't believe that. I don't think Colby Covington would turn that down. Colby wants to be the champion. Colby would be a tough matchup for Khamzat Chimaev. Not saying either guy would win, but I think them 2 guys match up very well. I think Khamzat would be stronger. I think Colby can go 5 rounds at a faster pace. Be a tough fight. Then we've got Chimaev. He's there at number 3. Belal Muhammad versus Khamzat Chimaev. Belal has called for that fight on several occasions, and I think that'd be an interesting fight. Belal is a very, very strong grappler. Belal can wrestle like hell, just knocked out Sean Brady, and Belal is also on a crazy win streak, and he needs a big signature victory to get over that hump. Kind of like Leon was back in the day. Belal needs that huge win. Khamzat would do that. I think he would accept that fight. Gilbert Burns there, that is one that's already happened. So I don't think that would happen again. Stephen Thompson is currently injured with a bad hand. Jeff Neal is fighting Gilbert Burns, I believe. No, he's not. Jeff Neal is fighting Neil Magny. Pardon me. Sean Brady just got beat. Vicente Luque. Number 10, Shavkat Rakhmonov. I mean, that would be an incredible fight. Sign me up for that one. Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Khamzat Chimaev. Now, of course, he's talking crap about the middleweight division as well. Middleweight, as we know, top of the food chain is the one and only Alex Pereira. Pereira isn't going to be fighting Khamzat Chimaev as much as he would like that, because let's be honest, stylistically, I think Khamzat would have a good time with Pereira because of the grappling. But Pereira and Israel Adesanya, from what we understand, are going to rematch again, okay? And this is a big one for Adesanya. Adesanya has got to get the victory there because, as we know, that will be 4 victories in a row for Pereira over Adesanya. Who else? Robert Whittaker. Listen, I would love to see that fight. Robert Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev. But as we know, up until recently, Whittaker was matched with Paulo Costa for Perth, the pay-per-view down there. Doesn't look like that one's happening now, so I doubt they've offered that to Khamzat already. Although, if he wants to go up to 185, like he said, he's happy to do so. Khamzat versus Robert Whittaker, come on, take my money already. Some of the big fights for him. At middleweight, Jared Cannonier just beat Sean Strickland. That'll be interesting. Marvin Vettori, he's fighting in Perth in Australia, so that's taken. Derek Brunson would be a good matchup. So there's lots of good matchups. But who do you think he should take on? And who do you think of these 4 people that he said that turned him down are? Pereira, I don't think was offered. Leon wasn't offered. Not he's the champion. He should be fighting Kamaru. And failing that, Masvidal, and I know people lost their minds when I said Leon versus Masvidal. I'm just saying Leon kind of owes him one, you know, and I think they should settle it in the octagon. A lot of people thought I was crazy, but I'm talking about the merits of the man, talking about what should happen in a situation where somebody 3 pieces and a soul of someone's backstage. When the guy's the champion, throw him in the octagon and let Leon take care of it that way. And who knows, maybe Masvidal would win. But still, Masvidal versus Khamzat, there's a good one. Never thought of that one until just then. Maybe he turned him down. I don't know if he did or didn't, but according to Khamzat Chimaev, people are turning him down. I think after all those names I've been through there, I think at middleweight, Robert Whittaker would be incredible. My first pick would be Colby Covington at welterweight in March. That would be my pick. The number 1 pick. For Colby Covington, that would give him a massive opportunity to defeat Khamzat and then get another shot at the belt, because we all know he wants that and he's not getting any younger. And after that, probably Belal Muhammad. Belal Muhammad will take that fight. Belal Muhammad wants that fight. Belal Muhammad needs that fight because that would be the biggest win, and all of a sudden he will be known to a much wider audience and potentially be rewarded with a title fight next. But still, what do you think? Or is Khamzat just doing his thing? Khamzat just talking some shit? Let me know in the comments what you think, who you think the 4 were, and if you think Khamzat is just talking crap. But I hope it's Khamzat versus Colby in March in London, because I want to call that fight. Anyway, there it is. There's the video. Later today, midday California time, I will be going live on the channel. Rebecca Bisping will be showing up. We'll be talking about all the biggest stories of 2022, what we want to see in 2023, dream fights, okay? What is your wish list for 2023? What are 5 fights that you want to see go down in the year 2023? Going to be talking about that. As I say, answering your questions. No doubt you guys will be trolling me as well and talking a bit of shit and having a bit of fun, which I absolutely love, by the way. Hope you all had an amazing Christmas. Nice time here in the Bisping household. Sad day because Callum flies back to college today, so that's always a sad one here. Rebecca's always down when it comes to that, but that's the way it goes. Wherever you are in the world, hope you're enjoying yourself. Hope you had a lovely Christmas. Hope you watched the live, which is going down later today, midday in California, 8 p.m. in the UK, 3 p.m. New York, and wherever you are in the goddamn world, I don't know, but work it out. Take care, all the best. And if you haven't, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. Talk to you later.